Good morning, everybody. What's going on today? I hope everybody's having a blessed day so far, and we are ready to get out here and seize the day. All right, hey, new book alert, new book alert. So, I went out and picked up John Maxwell's Daily Reader. This thing is fire. All right, we're gonna talk about something out of here today. Let me just show y'all a couple books that I'm working on right now. Old Sergeant Major Griffin told me about this 1 minute manager. That meets the monkey. This is a good one as well. Um, and also I've got another one of John C. Maxwell's book, the complete 101 collection of everything that leaders need to know. All right, this is a good one. And this was one of my very first leadership books. It cost like $5, and there is some phenomenal stuff in here. Got it from Barnes and Noble. Leadership and 100 quotes. This thing is fire right here. Like, it will really make you think. But let's talk about the story out of the Daily Reader today, okay? So there's two things I want to talk about today. The first thing I want to talk about is that lens that we view the world through, all right? And the second thing that I want to talk about is discernment. Discernment. But we're going to get back to that. Let's go ahead and talk about this lens, all right? I heard somebody say that the things you see in life won't change until you change the way you see things. I was like, wow. All right. And then inside of the Daily Reader today, they told a story that pretty much proves that. So the story goes, there was a traveler, right? And he went to this city. And when he got to the city, there was an old man sitting outside of the bus station. And he sits down next to the old man and he says, sir, you got a minute? He's like, yeah, sure, son. What can I do for you? He was like, I just got a question if you wouldn't mind answering it. And the old man was like, absolutely. What do you have? He said, well, I'm traveling to this city. I haven't been here before. And I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind telling me what the people here was like. So the old man looked at the young man and he said, well, what were the people like in the town that you came from? He said, well, they were absolutely horrible. They were hideous people. They were just angry. They always wanted to fight. They were untrustworthy. I detested them in all manners. So the old man turns back to the young man and he said, well, if that's how the people were in the town that you came from, then I guarantee you they'll be the same way here. So he looked at the young man, he smiled, and the young man walked away. Another young man comes up and he asks the old man the same thing. And the old man asks him the very same question. He says, hey, how were the people in the town that you just left? He said they were an absolute delight. They were very trustworthy. Everybody looked out for everybody, and we all loved each other. And he turned to the young man and he said, well, young man, you'll find them to be the same way here. What I took from that story was this, is exactly what they said. If you view the world in such a way that everybody's out to get you, nobody is good. You have a very negative outlook on the world, and that's what you're going to see because that's what you're looking for. All right, that goes back to that confirmation bias that we talked about. If you're looking for something, if you look hard enough, you're going to find the evidence that you want, regardless of if the evidence is true or fake, true or false. All right. Now, that was the first thing that I want to talk to y'all about. This is going to be real quick. You know how I like to do. I like to get in and get out. All right, let's talk about discernment. All right. So I don't think we talk about discernment enough. Okay, we look at it sometimes as that some leaders have this extraordinary power to be able to predict things and be in the right place at the right time and everything just goes right for them. It's not. It's a skill. It's called discernment. And what discernment is broken down into is two sections. You have two parts really. You have intellect, aka your brain, and you have intellect, your brain, and then aka that gut feeling. That gut feeling that you just get, that something just ain't right. Or you need to do something different, or you shouldn't be doing this. All right. Now, the thing about it is this. Out of the two, intuition, that gut feeling is your intuition. Now, out of the two, you can't listen to one and don't listen to the other. You have to use both every time that you make a decision. You can't ignore that gut feeling. You may not always get that gut feeling, but when you get it, you got to go on it. But the second part of it is this. You have to use your intellect. When you get that gut feeling, your intellect is a check. Your intellect is a check. Does this make sense? How do I go about, looking at this and making sure that this is my intuition, and this isn't just a feeling of how I feel about something. Now, what you got to do is you got to use both of them in tandem. When I say tandem, what comes to mind for me is like when people tandem jump, they're attached to each other when they jump out of that airplane. One person has a parachute on, the other one is just along for the ride. Okay? So you have to use both of them at the same time. Now, a way, and I got this from Mr. Maxwell, a way that you can check your intuition and make sure that it's good, and to make sure that that intellect is lining up. You get those people that are in your inner circle, and you bounce that stuff off of them. You talk to them and say, "Hey, this is what my gut is telling me, and this is what my brain is saying. This is kind of the direction that I want to move in." You bounce those ideas off of those people inside of that inner circle. That's why that inner circle is so important. That inner circle is so important. That inner circle will make or break you. You have to have the right people in that inner circle. You can't have people in your inner circle just because you think they're cool. No, that ain't what the inner circle is for. Okay, you got to have some heavy hitters in that inner circle. People who are good at things that you are not good at. Y'all all support each other in some way or the other. Okay. All right. So there we are. 7 minutes. I wanted to show y'all a couple of the books that I'm getting into right now. I got a few more over here. I got another book that I'm reading too called 10 Stories That Leaders Tell. I love telling stories, so I definitely got to read that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of here. I got my little Armani on. I'm about to go out here and get me some PTN. Try to do a little bit of muscle strength and conditioning today. I'm gonna roll on down to the center of the universe and squeeze myself into one of these gyms and try to get some gains on. All right. So look, everybody. Hey, look, be blessed. Go out, seize the day, make great things happen, and remember, how you view the world is how it's gonna happen to you. All right. So fix that lens. Fix that lens. All right, everybody. Be blessed. As I say always, life is a choice, and we are dependent on you to choose well. We will be talking to you soon.